Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. Apologies for this video being late. I have had a couple of things I've got to set up previously that I didn't do before being late. So yeah, my fault entirely, this one, to be fair. Didn't set things up in time, but I've got them set up now. So as you'll see, the track's back again. This time it works, as I've borrowed a plug for a week. Literally, I've actually borrowed a plug for a week just so I can film videos until I can get the other one fixed, or potentially 2 weeks, or basically until I can get my original plug fixed again, which is going to be fixed at some point. Till that happens, we just have to use the spare one. Now, quick warning before we get into properly get into this: the borrowed one is a little bit more powerful than the original. So instead of trains going at a 12 volt power, it's a little bit higher. So motors are very much on the lines of being burnt out today. So we'll have a look at how this sort of feels about itself. This might run, I don't know. So we'll have a look. Oh, as if I suggested the idea. I knew it would run. It just seemed like one of those things it would do. Okay, so it's still got an issue with it. Yeah, okay. So there's still an issue somewhere within it. Not quite sure what, but it's definitely not happy about something. So, we can see it's not fully happy. Because it's not currently moving even though it's at full power on the controller. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But we can at least have a go at trying to figure that out. So if I move closer to the camera here, we'll take that off the track. I'm just laying it on its side. We'll turn the power off. And then the next step is to flip it here. And then using a flathead screwdriver, it's one holding pin there. I say pin, it's a bit of plastic. And then you see two at the front there, one of which is not there anymore because it snapped off before I even got the engine. So that's fine. So we'll get the main body off the engine, or we'll separate the chassis and the body, and then I'll be back with you and we can, well, attempt to go from there. So back in a moment. Right, I'm back with you guys now. So we've got the body off, body over there, chassis here. So they're separated now. So next step would be to take, I need to remember which way this goes around. I think it goes around this way. Because if we have a look in here, this is like a makeshift weight that I did not install. Because I would install it very differently. If it was to, if I was to install weights under my ownership, they would very much be more attached to the chassis than they would be the body. But I'm going to say it goes this way around. So we'll pop it on the track here, making sure that it is all sitting flush onto the track and looking good. Now we'll put some power to it. Right, maybe needs a little bit more power. We'll go just over half power. Actually, that is about half power here. I mean, the track is quite dirty, so it does need a bit of a clean here at some point soon. Bring it back here into shot. So we'll go quite close to it here, just to watch the rods and everything like that. I'll give the motor a quick sort of assistance here. Move my hand out of the camera so you can see it a little bit. So you can see the motor stops here, and I'm sort of just at the back of it. Like when it stops, I'm sort of carefully moving the motor down like that, just to give the motor a little bit of assistance and help move it along a little bit. So there we go. And it stops again there, which isn't good. Just check in case I got any oil on my hands, which I haven't yet. Just in case there's any oil on the engine or anything like that, because that would be quite bad. And sometimes you can't see it. The motor is getting quite hot now, so touching it is not the best idea. For anyone trying this at home, do not touch the motor when it's running. You will burn your hand. Is generally the advice I can give you. That was me jumping because I didn't want to burn my hand much. And the engine just sort of shot off. So I do apologise. My phone just slammed on the floor. So that wasn't fun. Right. Is that the spring? Okay. I'm really concerned whether that needs a spring in it. There you go, you can see the motor's running now. And it just stops. Oh, that smells. Okay, the control used the spark you would have just seen, possibly on camera, just killed the controller, which is fine. I was aware that was going to happen because I needed it to stop. So I stopped it. Now, a couple of things I noticed while we're running there, just to fill you in on what I noticed, was it's running and then it's not. Well, I mean, that seems obvious. But there's definitely an issue with some level of pickup potentially, or momentum. So I think the best option we've got, which I can't do this week because it requires a full basically going into another video and with it focused, because this one was just finding out what the issues are. What we need to do is take that connector off there. There's another connector that's got a screw going through it down there. Take that off. Take the motor housing off. And then probably take the chassis off underneath, which is this connecting bit here, this hornby chassis. And then take the wheels off, drop the wheels, take the rods out, and completely dismantle it part to part. Take the couplings off either side, and then basically bring it down to parts. And then I need to assess from there whether the motor works, which I know taking the rest of it doesn't help with the motor necessarily, but I just want to basically clean some of the leather axles underneath here up, and I want to clean and straighten these the couplings. Just basically clean and service all the components of the locomotive, and then once the loco is fully serviced, which will be next week, that will be the job to do. Once we service it, then it will be time to reassemble, put the body back on, and hope that from there we might have a working engine. So that will be in next week's video. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I do hope to see you in the next video, where we finally get this lovely lner tank engine fully serviced and running again. So if you did like this video, please do like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications when you do subscribe, so you never miss another upload from me. And I shall catch you all hopefully next week for another video where we finally get this thing on the road to running again. Bye for now.